Crypto can never go to zero, you old outdated bastards. Well, cryptocurrencies are now going to zero. And I don't mean to say I told you so, but I told you so. Luna was not a real coin. It was just attached to stable coin. You can't base it off of just Luna. And we meant Bitcoin, by the way. We didn't just mean these nonsense 10,000 new ones created per day nonsense. We meant the real ones. The real ones. Okay, sick. You guys win. Guys, there is just a disaster going on out there. Cryptos don't talk about... Is there such thing as a market cap on Luna? I mean, goodness gracious. This Luna stuff is the best stable coin. Nothing is better than the name stablecoin going to zero. But it's Terra. Terra's attached to stablecoin. Stablecoin didn't go to zero. You don't understand. Yeah, I get it. I'm making fun of you. You don't understand. Well, probably not you, but you hype dorks. You hype dorks are so delusional. It warms my heart so much. Listen, I've read sad stories about people that are... I don't know if these are true or not, but committing suicide because of this. Paul says it all the time. If you don't understand how you make money, you don't understand how you're going to lose money. And unfortunately, people are doing that. This is going to happen. You know what this reminds me of? Oh, where's the bell? You got that right. I'm going to wear this bell this morning. You know what this means? What does this mean? Where am I trying to go with this? I was texting my father this morning, 6:30 in the morning. This reminds me what we're seeing, a lot of this from the year 2000. Well, I wasn't really paying attention in 2000, but what I've read, this is a lot what's going on in 2000. You idiot! There was no cryptocurrency in 2000. Yeah, I get it. It was called tech. Good Lord. Why do you keep yelling at me? This is what happened in 2000. It's incredible. But if you have any Luna, slide into my DMs. I'm ready to buy. I'll buy for free 99. Free 99. All right, let's see what we got in the news today. Well, markets are rallying, which is actually cool with me. We got to create some type of support level in there. Cryptocurrency Luna crashes to zero as UST. I don't know. UST. Terra US dollar. Stable coin. I don't know. It further falls from its dollar back. This is adorable. Terra or UST, which is supposed to be pegged to 1-to-1 with the US dollar because it's a new currency. Remember, guys, this is a new currency. Luna, a token closely associated with UST, is now worth $0 as a result, falling down from its high of about $100 less than a week ago. But there was fraud in that coin. Oh, okay. That's okay. Okay. UST and Luna are linked. UST is dubbed the algorithm. You know why I'm reading this? I'm reading this to amuse myself because I'm reading these words and these big words and the blockchain and the tether, and it's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. These people are serious. They're serious about this. It's incredible. Oh, Mo's so happy watching people lose money. Bro, you have no idea how happy I am. People that are losing their ass on Zoom and Spotify and Shopify and Bitcoin and Cryptocoin and your mama's coin and every coin out there. I am so happy you're losing your money because you have no freaking clue what you're doing. I told you, we tried to educate you. You don't get it. I can't help you. Well, now I could probably help you because you're like, oh, cash flow matters. Something about that cash flow. Take it from the Uber CEO. The Uber CEO came out and said, cash flow now matters. Oh, all right. Luna and UST are linked. Luna is dubbed an algorithmic stablecoin, meaning its $1 pegged is supposed to be governed by an underlying code. Oh, okay. I get that. Now it's all making sense. The Luna UST situation has hit market confidence quite badly. Overall, most cryptocurrencies are down more than 50%, combining with the global inflation and growth fears. Remember, crypto was supposed to be the hedge against inflation. It's just weird how that didn't work out. Awkward. All right. I don't want to talk about Elon Musk yet. I want to talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin set for a record losing streak after stablecoin collapse. Does anybody else find it ironic and absolutely amazing that stablecoin collapsed? It's supposed to be stable. Why you call it that? Cryptocurrencies nursed large losses, yada yada. Yesterday, Bitcoin went to 25,400. Woof. But it remains far below its week ago levels of around 40,000. And it's headed for a 7th consecutive week of losses. I didn't think this thing could go down. I don't think the worst is over, says Scotty Su, investment director at Axion Global Asset Management, a Hong Kong firm that runs a cryptocurrency index fund. They ballin' is what I have to say about that. Cryptocurrency markets were rocked this week after the collapse of Terra USDT, which broke the 1-to-1 peg to the dollar. This is the best thing I've ever read in my entire life. I don't even know what I'm reading right now, but it's my favorite thing I've ever read. All right, let's see. Many regulated... I can't take this seriously anymore. Let's move on. I can't take this seriously anymore. Zoom stock hits pre-pandemic lows after Piper analyst throws in the towel on the bullish signal. He put a great quote in here. He put an awesome quote in here. In the note, he wrote, "You got to know when to fold them." Shares of Zoom continue to slide down towards their fresh pre-pandemic lows Thursday. You know what my first thought was? My first thought was, when I saw Zoom just going to the moon, my first thought was, well, this stock is just obviously going to go to $1 billion a share because nobody's going to go to the office ever again in the history of the world. So this thing is just going to keep going higher and higher. And my other thought was, when people start going back to the office, they're going to sit in cubicles and Zoom room to room. So if I'm in this room and you're in that room, we're going to Zoom each other. Not. It's the best. The stock Zoom has fallen 1.9% in afternoon trading and has now tumbled 23.6% amid a 6-day losing streak. It has lost 80% since its March 20. Where was the high? What was the high? The high was like $580 a share. It's now sitting at what? $80? With the slowdown in revenue and management guiding towards lower margins, Fish expects the free cash flow to be pressured. Oh, but was there free cash flow before? Down through fiscal year 2024, suggesting that consensus analyst estimates might be a little bit too high. Zoom stock, which skyrocketed nearly 400% in 2020, is now getting crushed. 85.5% below the October 19th, 2020 close of 568.34. All right, next. Now, this is a more serious story. This Twitter thing. Musk. So Musk said that he's going to temporarily hold the deal. So Elon Musk put his $44 billion for Twitter on a temporarily hold on Friday as he awaits data for the proportion of fake accounts sending and share. There's a lot more to this. The SEC is going after him now because they just want to go at... He didn't report some piece of paper that he was supposed to sign or something when he buys 5% of the company. I don't know what's going on, but that's what happened. Twitter shares are now down 18%. So get your oven mitts ready. Meanwhile, Tesla shares have gone up because people are excited that now he's going to be at Tesla and not working at Twitter. The Twitter deal is temporarily on hold pending details supporting calculation of spam fake accounts, yada, yada. It's going to be highly frustrating look at this. It's going to be highly frustrating for many in the company, given that a number of senior executives have already been laid off. Oh my gosh. The implied probability of closing the deal is now below 50%. This is so epic. Musk is going to have $1 billion termination deal. It's a pimple on his ass compared to what he has to do. All right. Jerome Powell says he can't guarantee a soft landing. It's about time you say something. The soft landing means 2% while keeping the labor market strong. I don't think the labor market's very strong, but I digress. Powell said he couldn't promise a so-called soft landing. The Senate overwhelmingly confirmed Powell. Was that yesterday or the day before? After his nearly 7 months after his nomination to remain Fed chair. He said, our goal, of course, is to get inflation down to 2% with no timeline, of course, without having the economy go into a recession, or to put it this way, with the labor market remaining fairly strong. I think the labor market is so strong right now. You see a sign that says we are high. I just went to Sherwin-Williams this morning. The guy in front of me was like, man, every single painter comes in here and I can't find anybody to paint for me. It's incredible. Well, labor market's super strong. That's what we're trying to achieve. I think one thing we really cannot do is fail to restore price stability, though. Nothing in the economy works. The economy doesn't work for anybody without price stability. Rampant inflation is stable. It's like stable coin. 10 out of 10. Why it's bad news for the entire market when Apple has a big drop. Apple is seen as it's safety, baby. It's safety for the market. Apple is down over 8% this week, wiping out $200 billion in value. It's no longer the world's most valuable company. You know what it is? Andarko or something in Saudi. iPhone maker is now officially in a bear market. Apple faces some supply chain issues, but the outlook for the business has not markedly changed this week. Wait till we get to these cash flow numbers. The company has typically been viewed as a safe place for investors. We have a friend. His name is Michael. And he said he thinks that when everybody gives up on Apple, Aramco, thank you, Aramco. When everybody gives up on Apple, that's when everybody's going to give up on stocks. And I think he's right. And here is the story about it. For tech, when they start taking out the leadership in tech, that's a better sign that they are starting to getting out of everything. Our assumption is that Apple sell-off will continue, not because we know anything about the quarter's iPhone or services revenue, but because we believe once investors start selling out of the best-of-breed names, they're rarely done in one day. Apple still has prodigious amount of cash flow. Look at these numbers. The company generated $28 billion in operating cash flow in the March quarter of total sales of $97.3 billion. That's what Zoom did too, right? Didn't Zoom come in at like $27.5 billion in free cash flow? I think it was like 27. It said it spent $27 billion in the quarter. Do you see what we're looking at, guys? This is a good company versus another company that's I mean, come on. Right now, our main focus, frankly speaking, is our supply chain. That's what Tim Cook said. Yeah, I got it. That's it. All right. What an interesting day. I don't even have my bell anymore. My bell's gone. I threw it behind me. Stocks are up today bigly. S&P futures up 1.3. Dow is up 1%. And the NASDAQ is up nearly 2%. What are the yields doing? Oh, they're just still hovering. Any inversions going on? Nope. Earnings today. Bunch of nonsense. Let's see what's on Monday. Are we done with earnings, basically? We pretty much are. Walmart is... Okay, so next week we have a little bit. Walmart, Home Depot... Oh, Palantir. I thought Palantir was going to report again. Round 2. Okay. 18th is pretty big day. Okay, so we got some earnings next week. Interesting. It's the best. This is the best. I don't even know what to say other than this is phenomenal. All right. Let's see what comments you guys are making today. Crypto is under 28,000. I remember when it was 60,000 and people were calling me an idiot. Yep, it's the best. You're missing out. Okay. It's above 30,000 now, but Bitcoin's back. It's back, baby. How's stablecoin? Is stablecoin back to maybe 3 cents, maybe 3/10 of a cent, something like that? What else do we have? Hype dorks equal delusional. My friend lost $700 on Luna. Why doesn't crypto? What currency doesn't go to zero? Okay, that's the worst argument I've ever heard. They are offering Luna at half price. I'll buy anybody's Luna today. Free 99. That's what I want it for. The crypto Fed will save it. They will save Bitcoin. Let's see. Twitter deal is on hold over fake numbers. That's fake news. Mo's so happy watching people lose money. You better frickin' believe it. You don't get it. The dollar is worth nothing. Your mama's coin. Yeah. I'm now selling pet rocks, but you can only buy them in Luna coin. That's a hell of a business idea right there. Did Kathy Wood touch Luna? I have no idea. Trader Mo is usually right when it comes to market. It's hard to bet against him. It's just watching volumes. Mo is making every new investor feel like crap for trying. Well, you should feel like crap for trying. I get what you're trying to do, but I was here to hold your hand. I told you I was here to hold your hand. I wanted to help you. I've been doing this for nearly 18 months. I just want to hold your hand. But hey, whatever. Hi, Mo. with all this market shorting, do loads of a short squeeze. I don't know if the short squeeze people are going to have any money left to do short squeezes at this point. So why don't we be a little bit concerned about that? Imagine buying Zoom at 550. That's probably what Jim Crater told you to do. Dollar Tree is killing it. Dollar Tree is going to crush it in a recession. Is Musk trying to get a discount? Oh, it's very possible. Mo, invest in the gong instead of, okay, invest in a gong instead of that little bell. It would sound more exciting. I do have a cowbell, like a literal cowbell. Let's see. Mo, your image. Apple is for hype dorks. Apple 120, please. Mo should throw the disruption bell into the disruption gong. Oh, God, this is the best. Mo, how are your teeth so white? I whiten them. I can give you a 5% discount on my family today. Buy Bitcoin. It's a safe hedge against wealth. Touche. I keep saying that it's just a hedge. It is a hedge against wealth. You have a very good point. If people lose all their money on crypto, is that not a form of deflation? You got a point there. I'm missing out. I know. Will there be short squeeze? No, I don't know. Mo, you need to make these streams longer. I love this. All right, let's pull up some stocks and go through them. And we will start rolling with this. So let's look at the S&P. The S&P is going to jump up a little bit today. And we'll see what's going to happen from there. Okay, I got to pull up this Luna thing. I have to. This might be the last time we ever get to pull up Luna because it's just going to be gone. It is at, okay, so let's make note of this. On May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, we had an intraday high of $87.82. Okay, that was 8 days ago. Today, it's going to open the day at 0.0000165. So at least you got some value to it. So anybody that told me it was zero, you're lying to me. It's 0.0000165. Come on, man. All right. Boeing getting turned. Let's see what we got here. Let's option R this bad boy. Getting turned up. Okay, it's just facing some resistance. Trend's still good. Selling volume still coming in. I still like it. I still like Boeing. Rivian short after Luna. And we got to pull up Twitter and Tesla. So Rivian. So it's funny. My dad called me the other day and he goes, hey, we got to buy Rivian. Why? Because on November 16th, it was at $179.47 and today it's at $24. So we have to buy it. Okay, but why? Because it's going to go back to $179.47. Oh, got it. Thank you, Dad. The best. But you do have a gap to fill, so maybe it'll fill that gap. Okay, we got to look at Twitter. No, this is TWABE. TWTR. I always forget that there's the rest of it. Twitter. All right, so it's going to open the day below its 100-day moving average. Big gap. Okay, well, the gap just filled another gap. Look at the volume on it. All that excitement. No, nothing. No volume on it. Oh, man. Guys, this is going to turn in. If you're in this, I don't know what to tell you right now. I do remember last week saying, guys, don't be in this. Don't be in this from the perspective of you don't want to be in something that is in the middle of some crazy SEC arbitrage. I mean, it's just nuts. Just be very careful with stocks like this. Same with Activision Blizzard. If you're not buying it for an arbitrage play, be very careful with these things. Be very careful. Oh, is your dad a hype dork? My dad was 100% a hype dork. 100% a hype dork. It's so funny. What was the other one we were going to look at? What's the other one going through the news right now? Tesla. So Tesla's shooting up today because everybody's excited. Elon's going back to work. So let's see. This stock is going to come down to the 665, 650, 600 range. That's what's going to happen. 600 range. So beautiful downtrend still happening. The only reason that this is gapping up, and look, guys, this is going to gap up and it's going to open the day up here. You know what that means? Excuse me. Gap's going to fill right there. Gap's going to fill. This thing's going to come right back down. Perfect. Just let it happen. Let it happen. Don't get too excited. If Mo can't talk sense into his own dad, he has a lot of nerve talking to us. Here's the difference. You guys are willing to take advice and you want to learn and you understand these things and you see companies just come crashing down to zero and you go, maybe cash flows do matter. Dad, not so much. Dad's more about YOLO. He's all about YOLO at this point. You know what's funny? I had to take, this is the best thing ever. So let me tell you a little story here. Back in, 2018, my dad decides that there's this little company called Luckin Coffee out of China. And Stuart Varney, Fox Business guru, says they are going to become the next Starbucks. Why? I don't know. Maybe because they sell coffee. You know what he did? He went in there and he bought $500,000 without me knowing in the account of Luckin Coffee. The thing skyrockets, doubles in a matter of 2 weeks. I say, Dad, sell the stock. You just made $500,000 in a matter of 2 weeks. He says, no, this thing's going to become the next Starbucks. It's taking over Starbucks. Okay, sounds good. Well, you see where they're at now. We're basically down about $500,000. And after that incident, we changed all the passwords and we locked my dad out of all the accounts and he doesn't have access to the accounts anymore. So, moral of the story, Dad, stick to medicine and we'll go from there. All right, let's see what else we have. Oh, what else do we have? Where's my mouse? Okay, let's look at the next stock. What do you guys want to look at? Gilead Science, why not? My mom is the same way. Is your dad retired and watching CNBC all day? Worse, Chris. He's watching Fox Business all day. It's way worse than CNBC. At least CNBC has some good people on, like Muhammad El-Arian. Every once in a while, you'll get something right there. All right, Gilead Sciences. So you're just stuck right here at this very strong resistance point. It's going to be very difficult for you to get through. Now, if you continue with the volume, that's why I highlighted that. If you continue with the volume from the last 2 days, you got something. But other than that, it's going to be very tough for you to break through. And it's going to be really hard for you to get through this $64.02 level, which is the 100-day moving average. So careful. All right, what else we got? Space. This is another one he likes. I talked him off the ledge on this one. So Dad's the star of the show this morning. Actually, I did want to get my dad on here and come on the morning show and just be a guest. He did say yes, but I want to. He said he would come on. All right. So uptrend starting barely. Guys, oh my God, look at this, guys. Look at this. This is an ugly face pattern like you've never seen before. You want to hear another good story? A friend of mine, former friend from medical school, he thought that he was a good trader. So he made a couple dollars in the last market. One day he calls me and leaves a voice message. I still have the voicemail on my phone. If you're in the bid and ask, maybe I'll send it to y'all one day. He lost $17,000, which he couldn't afford to lose on Galaxy. And he called me and he's like, hey, I'm just drinking bourbon right now and smoking cigars that I can't afford anymore. And this is just, call me back, buddy. Yeah, whatever. You're sitting at support. That's the good news for you. You're sitting at support. And you noticed yesterday, see that, I made that candlestick video and I talked about candles with big wicks. This is it. So typically when you see a candle with big wicks, you see a change in direction and you notice that the stock price is going to open up here, up 144.72 today. So big wicks typically mean change in direction. This is the difference. This candle is the difference between a big wick and a doji candle. Try to say big wick 10 times fast on YouTube without getting censored. This is a doji. This is a big wick. When you get big wicks, so this price moved, let's see the price action yesterday. So the price action yesterday moved from $146.13 to a low of $139. That's a big move versus moving just maybe $1.50. Isn't a firm up or down like a billion percent today? Yes, it's up. So a firm is back, baby. What did this IPO at? This IPO'd at $90.90 and it is now at $18. But the good news is for you, hype dorks, it's going to open the day at $25. So winner, chicken dinner. Let's see what they reported on earnings. I just got to know. Earnings own my brain. Earnings per share, 58%, beat by revenue. So they should be up like 30%. That's valid. All right. What we got? Pay attention to the trend. Don't do anything today, not only because it's earnings day, but because you're down here on the sweet spot. So let this thing get going a little bit. Winner, you're out of the family. Mo shaming his friends. That's it. I'm deleting your number. HRB is blowing up flagpole. Oh, good call. Let's pull up that HRB. So HRB is flagpole like nobody's business. Guys, if you're in HRB, consider yourself really freaking lucky. And not only that, what does this date back to? 2015. It's not the most strong 50%er just because it's dating back so far, but it could be even stronger. So pay attention here. You are going to have a very difficult time holding this $30 level. Just be very, very careful. This is a flagpole. This thing went from $25 to $30 in a matter of 2 days, and it's H&R Block. It's H&R Block, for God's sakes. You know what? This is a risky one. Let me tell you why. This is a risky one. Look at your average volume. 2.4 million shares traded per day. You're telling me that some big hedge fund guy who maybe a big hedge fund bought this. Let's see what was the volume over the last couple of days has been about 7 to 7.6 million. You're telling me there's not somebody in there buying tons of shares? Right when that firm comes in and sells all those shares, this thing is going to plummet. Somebody came in there and bought all those shares. And if they're retail investors, they got super excited about making all this money over the last couple of days, and they're going to take their profits and run home. Well, I don't know where they're going to run back to Luna, see if they can go buy Luna for 1 billionth of a cent. But that's that. So be very careful with this. All right. Okay. American Airlines. We haven't looked at airlines this week, and I don't know why we haven't. So American Airlines sitting. Here we go. Here you go. Very simple. Sitting at support. Support line there, and you're sitting at that same level. That's all it is. And look, what did you get yesterday? Big wicked candle, change in direction. You're going to open the day at 1591, opposed to yesterday closing at about 1450. So change in direction. So pay attention to that one. Pay attention to that one. Sherwin-Williams, I went there this morning. SHW. Okay, here's the problem, and everybody can see the problem. You got a massive gap to fill, number one. Number two, you have tried to break through this moving average for about 2 weeks. You literally touched the moving average and bounced down. Touched the moving average and bounced down. Touched the moving average, bounced down. Touched the moving average, bounced down. What does that tell me? You ain't getting through the 100-day moving average. Unless you get this type of volume right here, these 2 days, like you need volume up here for multiple days in a row, you're not getting through. That 100-day moving average is a steel eye beam, and you ain't breaking through it unless you get crazy volume. AMD, you thought I was going to say it, but I'm not going to say it. So AMD, I am actually looking at AMD to go short because this is a really, really strong support level. I bet more on this thing breaking through like so than going up. And even if it does go up, I don't think it's going to have the pricing power of the market and tech and the volume to keep it going up. And also, look at this. 25-day moving average has owned AMD's brain for multiple days. So be careful with that one. Be very careful with that one. Bristol Myers. Yep, same thing. The 25-day moving average is owning its frickin' brain. It can't get away from it. So pay attention here. You got a long-term trend that's about to roll down on you. So it doesn't mean panic. It just means be careful because this thing could roll down on you. All right, next. Robinhood. So this is when Jim Crater told you to buy this thing. He said, we love Robinhood at $85 a share. Well, $85 a share. It's at $8.50 a share. Maybe he meant $8.50 and not 85. Move the decimal, Jim. Come on, Crater. All right. Oh, nope, it's back, baby. It's opening at 10:50 today. Robinhood is back. I am wrong, and Jim Crater is right. And look at this. It can't break through the 25. Look right here. Bounces off the 25. Can't break through the 25. Tried to break through the 25. It's going to open the day at the 25. The 25-day moving average is 1043. It's going to open the day as of this moment at 1045. It is owning it. Yeah, oh God. All right. Starbucks is going to gap up a little bit this morning. We'll see what happens there. But overall, downtrend everywhere. So yesterday, the reason it had a little negative price action was because of the dividend that was paid out. So no worries there. I would probably, to be honest with you, I'd wait to keep going short on this thing. That's what I would do. Jim Crater, Crashy, do you guys want to hear my list of troll names? Hold on a second. Listen to this. I got a list of troll names. Okay, no, that's not it. Where is it? Okay. Jerome Powell, Daddy Powell. Kathy Wood, Crashy Wood. Stock Mo, Stock Low. Jim Cramer, Jim Crater. Hype Dorks, you and the general public that don't get it. Meet Kevin, the governor. Jeremy, the fedora. Andre, the jolly jackass. Tom Nash, the Russian oligarch. There's my nicknames. CCL. Let's look at it. CCL. Okay. Ooh, just sitting at support. Just sitting at tons and tons of support. So just sitting at tons of support right there. Market's now open. Let's see where everything goes this morning. But it's just going to, I think you're going to hold here pretty tight. Pay attention over here. When do they report earnings? You might get a bump on earnings. I don't know. June 23rd. You got a while to go. So be patient with this one. I don't think I would make any. If you get a roll off of this this big support down here at about 1350, roll it back up and you will do much better. Let's see. What's the bet for today? Okay, what's the bet for today? Oh, markets are all up. Where's snooze? Markets are all up today. I thought stock mo was Mo Murda. Yeah, I couldn't. Stock mo and stock low was so good. Stock mo Murda, I don't know. I don't understand why Starbucks barista needs a union. The Mo dictionary. All right, let's do Roblox. Somebody mentioned that one earlier. So Roblox coming up, solid trend moving up, and hey, it's going to run into its 25-day moving average and not do anything. Look at this, guys. I'm going to go back to February. Can't get through the 25. All of April, can't get through the 25. And now we're into May and it can't get through the 25. That's it. All right, let's do WBA. WBA sitting at very, very, very strong support. Unless the market falls, I don't see it falling much lower than this 42 area. But again, when the market starts moving, it's going to stop going. I mean, it's going to start going. UNH, good call, UNH. So UNH is just kind of sitting there today. All right, we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen there. I love it. I love what I'm seeing here. I am seeing I am seeing the weirdest face right there. Not only that, I am seeing a head and a shoulder. And what does that mean? Kaboom. This thing's going to come down here to these levels of 380, 390. Once it breaks that 200-day moving average, you burnt. Trust me, you burnt. All righty. What else do we have? Disney is rebounding a touch. I wouldn't touch this thing today. I would wait until tomorrow, see what happens. Yesterday was just a big reaction to earnings, and that's all that was. Guys, smash the like button. That's it for the week. Wonderful week. Just a wonderful week. I can't wait to be back on Monday. I'm so excited to be back on Monday. I love you guys. Catch you on the flippity flop.